Hi, Delsa.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Listen, did you guys get here okay? You find the
Yes.
place okay?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. You didn't get lost?
No, it was easy. Thank you.
You familiar with this area?
No, not really. I'm new to this whole place, but I put it on GPS.
Okay, you got the GPS.
Yes.
And thank you for coming today. This is our first session. How do you feel?
I'm nervous. I've never been to counseling before, but it was advised to me that it will help, so here I am.
Okay, well, hopefully, and I do believe that you're going to find this a positive experience. Basically, I want you to share with me as much as you possibly can and feel comfortable in this first session so that I can do my very best to help you solve your own situation here. I'll use some strategies. We'll take some ideas that have been proven in the past, but none of them will be specific to your situation. We're going to do what's best for you. All right, give me your full name.
Well, my name is Delsa Joseph.
Joseph. Okay.
Yes. What else would you like to know?
Tell me a little bit about yourself. What's your favorite color? Just tell me a little bit about
I
yourself.
like green. I think green is calming. It's natural. You find it everywhere. Yeah, and I guess because I'm a calm person, I love green.
Okay. Tell me about your occupation. Tell me about some of your hobbies, things you like to do.
Okay, right now I work at an elementary school. I work with little ones, and it's a very demanding job. But I'm also having I'm also going to school. I have a full schedule, and I have a 4-year-old boy, so that's my activity.
You're working at an elementary school?
Yes.
You're in school?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about being in school, in addition to this little 4-year-old prince you have. But being in school.
I'm adjusting with school. Since I'm new to this country, being back in school and, in a school that's so different from where I used to go to school. So the language, the culture, it's an adjustment. So I think it's not going okay because my time, I think the problem is my time is, it's not, I have time management problem and I do have a whole bunch of things. Like my little boy, he's not doing good in school because he's having some trouble.
Your school is challenging for you.
Yes.
The school you work at, how is that going?
Oh, it's work. I go, I get my work done, and it can be challenging, but it's going okay.
So your school, do you think, am I understanding you correctly, that may be causing some problems with your little boy? I heard you say something about your little boy, or...
Well, basically with school and work, and my little boy, I just feel like it's too much for me sometimes. I'm missing school, I'm missing classes, because he needs so much attention sometimes. And me being here by myself with no friends and family members, it's getting to be a lot.
Okay. So, Delsa, you have a full-time job. You have school that you're in. Is that full-time?
Yes.
Full-time student. And I'm sure your little son is full-time.
Yes, definitely.
Have you given thought to how to arrange, how to prioritize those? What do you think are more important?
My son comes first, of course, but since he's autistic, I will tell you that, yes, so he has to sometimes go to those other special programs and meetings with his school psychologist and even his ESC teacher. So sometimes, since I work during the day in school too, it's really hard for me to leave work during school hours to go to his work, to go to his school, which is also during the school hours. So sometimes I would really be happy if someone can just do that for me, but it's just me.
Okay. So he's autistic. Thank you for sharing that with me. And I'm sure there's a lot we are learning still about autism even today. Are you guys, as a parent and as an autistic child, are you part of any groups, self-help groups or encouragement groups?
No, I'm not. Since I moved here, I'm basically new. It's been 6 months, so I haven't really get involved.
Okay. If I could find out some information about autism and groups in the area that can help you with that. I'm feeling pretty sure. In addition to this, I pastor a local church in the area, and I'm pretty sure, 99% sure, that there are groups who are helping parents with autistic children and helping autistic children with parents like yourself. So let's find out as much. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Okay, and that may prove to bring about some assistance. Now, at the same time, you reach out as much as you can and see what you can find out, because maybe we can compare notes at that time. We won't be able to reach a conclusion on that, but I think that information, having that information, knowing of the support groups out there, can be helpful. Other than your son, I want to talk about, if you're okay, since you said, the reason I want to talk about your son, because you said he's the number one priority.
Okay.
So tell me a little bit, other than him being autistic, tell me a little bit about this little boy. And what's his name?
Oh, Jason.
Jason, okay. Tell me a little bit about Jason.
He's lively. He's full of energy, and sometimes, it's very hard for him to go to sleep because he's just so full of energy. And you kind of, sometimes I sleep late and he sleeps late, and I'm not able to perform at work. But he's
the apple of your eye. I
yes,
can tell by looking at your eye. You're in love with Jason.
Yes, he's my little man.
And 4 years old, have you been successful in finding pre-K school? What is a 4-year-old? I've been out of school. I don't have children in school. So what does a 4-year-old do every day while you're at work? What does he do every day?
I enroll them in this preschool program for ASD students, people with ADHD and autism and things like that. So I drop him off from 7 to 1. He's there, and they're helping him with his behavior and how to control, to get ready for kindergarten, so he can be integrated in a fully regular classroom with kindergartners.
Okay. And now, when you go to work, still talking about Jason, but now your work schedule, so you get up early in the morning, that's early, you have to be there at 7, drop him off. Tell me a little bit about how your day goes at work, the job.
Okay, in the morning, I wake up around maybe 5 to get Jason ready. And when he's ready, I usually get ready with him, and I drop him off. But around 6 at the bus stop, they pick him up, and I go for work when I have to get to work, because I do work with little 4 and 5 years old too. So when I get there, that's my day, and I have to get out early to pick him up from school, from the bus stop.
And Jason, your work now, you're taking full-time classes.
Yes, it's at night.
Okay. Very, very, very enthusiastic spirit you have, and I commend you.
Thank you.
Tell me what prompted you to, in addition to your 4-year-old, in addition to work, what prompted you to have enough energy and enough zeal, which is, I think, is a good thing again, to go to school. What do you want to be? What is it that you're doing in school?
I want to do more for Jason, and I feel like the job that I have, I need more.
Okay.
So if I have higher education, I'll be able to have a more stable job, and I'll be able to provide for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm listening to you and I'm thinking, Jason is your number one priority.
Yes.
The work you do now is for Jason.
Yes.
The school is for Jason. So you gotta feel real. Do you feel real good about yourself?
Yes, I do. I do sometimes, but I just feel like it's sometimes out of control, because what if I can't do it? It's just me, and I think that's where the anxiety comes from.
So we have to figure out how to handle all of these things that we're doing for a very good cause. You're doing this for the love of your life.
Yes.
We just got to figure out how to do it and deal with the anxiety. In a perfect world, what do you think? How do you think you can handle? What you can put an ideal plan for Delsa's life with school, with work? What do you think that perfect plan would be?
Okay, in a perfect world, I would like my job to, I would like to have a job that gives me the flexibility to pick up my son and drop him off to school, to also provide for him, and in a perfect world, I would like to be more comfortable with this whole new country that I'm living in. It's kind of intimidating, you know. You don't know the language, you don't know certain things, you don't know the legal things. Like for example, Jacob, he's autistic, and I had to go into this whole program of learning what is autistic and how they deal with it here in this country. And I would love to. I just, yeah.
Perfect world. You work, give more flexibility, learn a little bit more about this country. And in addition to that, I'm thinking about our next session. We'll talk about, I'm going to look up information for support groups for autistic children. And I could, again, pretty much give you some sense of guarantee that there are agencies who will help you integrate into our American society. Coming from Haiti, I think your initial conversation we had told me that you're from Haiti. There are groups and there are agencies that can help with that. And I'll provide that information to you. And hopefully that will help.
Okay.
If you think that will be helpful.
Yes.
I will need your permission, of course. But I don't have to give you a name. We're just going to find support groups. Now, the perfect world, the workplace. How about your school? Any flexibility there? Have you sought to see if there's some flexibility having an autistic child?
No, I haven't really, because I haven't had the time. Yeah.
So you think it's a good idea to ask and to inform maybe your professors, the director of your program. Let me ask you this, and I do apologize. Have you had opportunity to sit down with the counselor in programs as an advisor, not a counselor? I'm sorry, an advisor that's specific to you and your program and your goals. Have you had opportunity to do that?
In my school?
Yes.
No, I haven't yet. Because I don't have the time, just in the school time.
There's again that we have a flexibility. We have a yes. Okay, time is a big issue.
Yes, definitely.
I have an assignment for you. I don't know if giving you an assignment with your time issue, but this is not a major assignment. I just want you to give some thought. I'll write these things down before you leave my office today. Give some thought to 24 hours in a day and write down as you go through your day. What do you do from the time you wake up to the time you drop your son, to the time you pick him up, the time you have in between picking him up and going to school? Track your day. We have to identify all the time you have and see how you think, if I can help, we best utilize 24 hours. Because we only have 24 hours in a day.
Yes.
We're not going to get any more. We're going to make the best of that 24 hours. And if there's anything else you think I can help with, any other information I can reach out to, and try to bring to the table next session, email me, text me, get the information to my office, and I'll do my best. I'm feeling good. What are you thinking?
I feel good because at first when I walked in here, I felt like it's my life and there's no way somebody's going to understand. And you being a man, I'm sure you're not a single mother. And,
how can you tell?
Yeah. So I didn't feel like you would be able to understand where I'm coming from. And I don't know if you have an autistic kid, but now I feel more confident that you do understand my problem, and you I see you help me get some clarity with my time.
I'm definitely not a single mother. You can tell by that. And nor am I a single parent. I have two children. I do have two children. They're in college now, 22 and 24. They have some anxiety. Again, I commend you. Work, school, and your son, and not necessarily in that order. But yes, I'll do my best. And if there's any way I can help you, again, don't you hesitate. Single mother. Tell me about being a single mother. What's your take on a single mother?